those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the LSU Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will take the field first. Seems like when these two get together, it's always a slugfest, and Alabama won a close one last season.
Yeah, it was Alabama that finished out the 12th round in that slugfest, too. It usually seems like the team that lands the last big haymaker wins, and that was the Tide last time.
Right, I think that's why it's so important getting out the gates early. Both these teams know each other, don't like each other. Get out the gate strong.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to set up the screen. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Tosses it incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He might want another play. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse.
Turns on the Jets. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. In the red area, it's Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Throwing Russell. Got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Nice move there. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it.
Makes the grab in their space. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it on the option. There's some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Alabama pushing the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Run in the red zone. It's Hill. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tide!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Right on the money. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
LSU 17, Alabama 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Russell on play action. Oh, they're after him. Heaves it on the run. He's got it way down the field. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position.
Turning it on. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to run, it's Hill. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to impose their will with the run. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Floats it out in space.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. 1st snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Green. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tide ready to roll on offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Keelan Russell. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason, You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Got the back over the middle. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds us back in the middle. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Russell. Under fire. And they got him. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. It's caught. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the number 13 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They now move to 9-0 on the season, one of the best starts in the history of the program. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the fellas to see how this duel between Alabama and LSU plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with the Tide head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Russell from the gun on third down. He'll throw it. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The option look. Now the pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
To throw, it's Levitt. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll just down it right there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Using his legs, it's Hill. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. They'll move the tight end. Run the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Makes the catch. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. The senior defensive Looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Running inside, it's Hill. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Makes the grab. It's Hill. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Might have a chance. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this.
Snagged in, there's running room. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll send the back in motion. Russell from the gun on third down. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 40. The 20, the 10, touchdown LSU, and they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Russell. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Again, it's Russell. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Russell. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back.
Makes a grab and room to run. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Throwing Russell. A little screen to the running back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's second and 16. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Motion from the back. Keelan Russell. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit.
It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Dropping back, it's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Russell. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Puts it out of the air. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Rush is on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here comes the heat. Going for it all. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Just